Two more new episodes of Victor and Valentino just aired, so let's take a look at them. Here's a recap of episodes 9 and 10. Happy Easter weekend, everyone! Cartoon Arc has decided to fill our baskets with more of the exact same shows they air every day, but also 2 new episodes of Victor and Valentino. Today I'm recapping episodes 9 and 10, Lonely Haunts Club and Suerte, which just aired this morning. Let's check them out. I sort of knew that What's-Her-Face from the football episode would be involved in this first one somehow, so the question rests on execution. What is it doing, and how well does it do it? In Monte Macabre, it is not Easter, but rather it is non-denominational Valentine's Day, which Victor is clearly not a supporter of. He is clearly a supporter of town rivalries, however, after aforementioned What's-Her-Name taunts him for not going ghost hunting in an old mansion with her. Hey, not everyone wants to be on Travel Channel. Or Turtle Channel. But Victor isn't taking this one sitting down, and that's how they end up at the mansion.
This is the house where one of the early settlers of Monte Macabre lived.
Okay, so it is Monte Macabre? Let's put up the scorecard, please. Macabre 2. Macabre 1. Might as well keep score because even this show doesn't seem to know. Anyway, back to the episode, and this girl is trying to hold a seance for an in-universe Frida Kahlo. It feels obvious, but it's no less surprising or ridiculous.
I'm not too scared.
Seriously? Can't you see she's manipulating your vulnerable sense of masculinity?
Ah, the fragile male ego. Good thing Valentino has such a good sense of self-worth, though it won't save him from his own adventure. He ultimately finds out it's all a cover for the most ridiculous date ever. Why am I not surprised? And Val sets off on trying to save Vic from his own good. That boy's a fool, you see. But it seems things are a bit more complicated than just a simple setup. This episode trawled the line between predictable and truly creative, but that didn't really hurt the episode. The timing might be a few months late, but I don't think that could be helped. Though it's funny it's running on the weekend of another holiday. I don't have too much to comment on really, as we didn't see too much more into everyone's characters or anything. There's nothing to extrapolate, nothing to drill into in search of contrived meaning. That's only a bad thing if your standards are set higher for this show. Episode 10, Suerte, begins with a situation that is increasingly removed from reality in this day and age: boredom on a rainy day. Yes, in Monte Macabre, they can't just turn on their Sky Mexico box and catch up on Leia's telenovelas, but it's probably not something that this show's audience can relate to. What's-Her-Face, or rather hopeless romantic Charlene, sells Tata a board game that is bingo-like in its simplicity, but has the potential plot relevance, at least this early in the episode, of Jumanji. I doubt we'll get that far, but I might as well set up the stakes now. To theorize for a moment though, perhaps the game incorporates elements of tarot. Everything means something deeper, which in turn means something for the boys. In the meantime, it's just a silly game. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Well, Vic cheats at the game, so that can't be good. It certainly isn't good for their relationship, and the game's taken notice. Nice to hear that Viceroy's voice actor has gotten a new gig as El Colorado in this episode. This one feels kind of basic in its ending. Quite literally, the truth will set you free, but it's definitely not basic in the execution, and I have to once again give the show props for that. Coming up with a creative way to deliver a story is no easy feat, especially on a channel that's had so much trouble with it in the recent past, so this show clearing the bar, and clearing the bar more consistently now that we're a ways in, is something to be commended, but not by much. Lonely Haunts Club and Suerte weren't the 2 greatest episodes ever, but they weren't boring. They were still pretty engaging and to an extent fun, or at least the most fun fearing for your life can be on a TV show. I think at this point the show kinda has to worry about becoming complacent with itself, which I feel is where the show is heading to now that we've sort of gotten into things. I don't know how or if they'll tackle that, but I'm fairly satisfied with how this show has turned out after 10 episodes. It's finally gotten to the point where it's pretty firmly established itself as a show worth watching. And again, that coming from Cartoon Network still feels surprising. If you want to see more episode reviews, show your support in the comments down below, and when you're done with that, check out another video right up here. I'm Benzie Johnson Jr., I'm enthusiastic about television, and I'll see you next time.